Hi guys, this is Megan from the blog wilsonhomestead.com, and today I'm just going to do a little 2020 spring garden update and do our year seed haul and just share with you guys our plans for the garden this year. So let's get right into this. Every spring I get crazy garden fever and I just can't wait to plant things, and I can just buy all the plants at the farmer's market if I was allowed to. But this year we decided for the first time to try just starting seeds because it's so much cheaper and it's going to be a great skill to know. My goal is to learn how to save all the seeds from the plants and vegetables and things we grow every year so that it's self-sustaining. I can save all of our seeds and plant them the next year. And so I'm really excited about learning all this stuff, and I just want to take you guys along with us and hopefully teach you guys everything that we're learning as well. This is Gimli. Alright, so let's start with our seed haul. We bought a bunch of seeds from Baker Creek before all this crazy virus stuff happened and Baker Creek actually closed for a while. So I was so thankful to get these before all the craziness started. A lot of people probably think we're doing seeds this year just because of the virus, but we were planning this before any of this started, so it's not because of that. So we got this really cool looking package from Baker Creek. So here's our pile of seeds that we got. We got two kinds of tomato seeds. They're both nice big kinds. There's Classic Beefsteak and Dr. Witchy's Yellow. I am really excited, especially about the yellow ones. I am obsessed with tomatoes, and I especially love yellow tomatoes. For some reason, they kind of taste the same, but I don't know, just that they look cooler. It makes it funner to eat them. So we planted a whole bunch of these, of each of these. We're planning on having extra to sell to kind of recoup all the money that we spent on the garden this year. We're planning on taking up an entire one of our long raised beds on tomato plants because I love tomato plants, and it would be amazing if I could can all of the tomato sauce that we needed for the whole year. We had 8 tomato plants last year and none of them even made it into the house because I just ate them outside. So 17 we're doing this year if they actually start and germinate, which I'm not totally sure because we are really new at this. But we're planning on having 17, and that should be enough that I probably won't eat all of them before they come in the house. We got 2 kinds of beets. We thought it would be fun to try 2 of each type of thing that we bought just so that we could see like the difference, since we are just starting at this and we're just starting at this seed starting thing. And so just to see the difference between each variety. And then for next year, we'll know which kind we like, and I'll know which kind of seed that I really want to save. We got a packet of kale and of cabbage. I make a ton of sauerkraut, so I think it'd be really awesome to grow a lot of the cabbage that we use to make sauerkraut this year. We have 2 kinds of lettuce, and this one is a free packet. So I don't know if we'll plant both kinds this year, but it's nice to have both. The really cool thing about Baker Creek is that every amount of seeds you buy, they send you a free packet. So we got like 3 free packets with this order, which was really exciting to like just see what kinds they sent us and possibly try something that we would have never thought of trying. We got 2 kinds of squash. We got buttercup and spaghetti squash. We really like just having like a kind of a regular kind of squash like buttercup for soups and roasted squash and different things. And then spaghetti squash. Since we've started the GAPS diet, we've been using spaghetti squash as actual noodles. So Luke can't really have the kind of brown rice noodles that we were eating before, so we've been using this as noodles instead. It actually works really well. We've been enjoying it. We got 2 kinds of beans. One is a pole bean and one is a bush bean, and we wanted to see which one we liked better. We're going to probably build some trellises for these pole beans to climb up. I really want to get some of those cattle panels and build like arches for the squash and these beans to climb up, but we'll see if that happens. And then if we get enough of those beans, I would love to can some beans for having over the winter. And canned beans is one of my favorite canned vegetables. I can just eat it straight out of the jar without any other food, and it's really yummy. And then we got 2 kinds of flowers. These marigolds are really good at keeping pests out of your garden. They're like ants don't like them, and so we're just going to plant them kind of around all of our plants to keep bugs away. And plus, I wanted to have some different kinds of flowers in the garden to attract bees. And then these sunflowers I got just because I absolutely love sunflowers. They're my favorite kind of flower ever. And my plan is to use the seeds to supplement our chickens and our rabbits. And then these are 2 more of the free packets that we got. We'll probably plant some of this kohlrabi. That'll be fun to try. These chives, I might just start some seeds and then sell the starts just to recoup some money again. But I already have a really big chive plant, and that's something that comes back every year, so I probably won't plant this for us. And then a sweet friend on Instagram, I will link her account below because I love the pictures she posts. They're just so pretty, and I love her aesthetic of her Instagram account. But she sent me these seeds along with some little hand knitted socks for my kids, which was so sweet. And I'm really excited to plant these. These purple carrots are so cool. I love carrots that are different colors. We'll definitely be planting some of those. And then this is with absolutely perfect, this lemon balm that she sent, because I accidentally killed my lemon balm plant last year, which was such a bummer and kind of surprising because this lemon balm is really tough and it's hard to kill. So I'm not sure how I did that, but I needed to plant some more anyway. And that is all the seeds that we got this year. It's quite a bit, and we already have a bunch started. I'm really excited to see if they start, which I've never actually started a seed and had it grow. So I'm interested to see how this turns out. And then now as for our garden plans, Luke has built some amazing raised beds this year. So in addition to the round garden that I had made 2 years ago when we moved into this house, he's built 2 long raised beds, and then he built 6 kind of raised beds that are just like squares that are like 2 feet by 2 feet, and those are for our squash plants. So they have something to grow on, and then their leaves and everything can grow out along the ground. They're spaced enough that they won't get too crowded. So I'm really excited to try having the squash in those big raised pots and kind of try to keep them from spreading all over the place. And we're planning on doing some of the beans in our ground garden, just because beans are a lot tougher and our soil's not the best, so we have to plant something in there, like not the beans and the carrots that are gonna like not grow as well in like rocky ground. So we'll probably do beans in there, and we're gonna try to plant things in like some spinach in the raised garden and the ground garden and in some of our 5-gallon bucket pots, just because this is an experiment year mainly, and we want to see where different things grow the best. So things will be like kind of all over the place. We're gonna do an entire raised bed of tomato plants, like I said, so that'll hopefully be 17 plants, because we're doing diagonal spacing instead of row spacing, so we can fit more in there. We're planning on doing 10 5-gallon bucket pots along our back fence with sunflowers, and then that'll just be really pretty and have sunflower seeds for our rabbits and chickens over the winter. And then I'm starting that lemon balm again, and I also need to start some peppermint again. We have 2 pots right next to the gate that leads into the garden that those will be in, and then the herbs are right by the path where you first enter the garden. So all the herbs and everything, and all my herbs that I like to use for medicinal healing are right by the entrance, so they're really easy to get to. So we'll probably do a vlog when we plant all these things, because it'll be just fun to take you guys along. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and seeing our seed haul and hearing a little bit about our garden plans this year. Thank you for following along. I hope you guys are having a great day. Bye.